one, and this is guest number two. Ladies and gentlemen, if you saw the last episode of THESPIANWERX, you know I talked about me having worked with Bobby Peoples and Renee Peoples, aka the Peoples Network, on various television shows and movies. And it's always a fun experience. And Bobby and Renee have taken their super efficiency and their great talents over to the West Coast, and they're making a difference over there just here in the Atlanta area. And I have the privilege and the honor of having two of the stars of the third edition of the Taboo series. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Eduardo Robinson and the one and only Nytia Nikole. How are you two?
Doing well, doing well. Thank you for having us.
Doing very good today.
Hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. It's always a pleasure to just talk to people. Just really get everybody out here. Like I always say, I'm just a host. You guys are the stars. So I'm going to just get right to it and just talk to people. Eduardo, please enlighten everybody and tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, my day job is air traffic controller. I actually have a passion for acting, and that's what I try and focus my time on. But, to pay the bills, I analyze data and dabble in finance here and there, raising capital for companies. I've had the privilege of working with Bobby and Renee on this would be our fifth project together.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, I've become real familiar, part of the family with them, and it's been a blessing, really an honor to work with them. My passion is acting, and hopefully success will continue in that direction, and that's what I'll do full time.
Nice. That's great to hear. Well, it's definitely a pleasure to meet you. And Nytia, if anybody knows me, you know that me and Nytia have been in quite a few movies together. She's played everything from my therapist to my wife. Yes. So for the three people who may not know who you are, Nytia, please reintroduce yourself to those who do know you, and introduce yourself to those who don't.
Well, my name is Nytia Nikole. I am an Atlanta, Georgia local. I have worked with Bobby and Renee Peoples for many years now, as you know, and I just really truly appreciate them for reaching back out, even though they left Georgia and moved on to bigger and better things in Las Vegas. I appreciate them for reaching back to some of us actors in Georgia and giving me an opportunity to play in my first lead role here on Taboo 3. I'm really excited about it. But Eduardo started with his day job, so I think I'll follow suit. I'm an engineer from Microsoft by day, which is a very intense job, I should say, but I always brag that I get to use my left and right brain, being a creative and the analytical side as well. So I recently branched off into real estate, as you know, and that's just to bring me closer to my passion of acting. So my dream is to transition out of corporate and have more time and flexibility for my acting career, and I feel like real estate will give me that opportunity. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. My on-screen husband, happy to see you again. If you guys haven't seen Fixation 2, you have to go watch that because it was a doozy.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed working with Anthony Velvet Hall. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. And it's always good to see you as well. Now, Eduardo, please tell us about what you said that you have a passion for acting.
Right.
What were there any television shows that you may have watched growing up that may have sparked this passion for acting? And if so, was there any one character in particular that really made you say, you know what, I could do that?
I grew up during the MTV generation, so all of the new content that started to emerge with cable television, it was a real diverse palette of shows to choose from. I didn't really find a character that I related to until I saw Don Cheadle's an actor that I aspire to, and it was in Hotel Rwanda in particular that I saw him, and I hadn't really seen too many dark skinned actors up until that point, and his performance was just so moving to me. I just wanted to be able to have that effect on viewers watching me. So I just took the leap after I saw that and became dedicated.
Awesome. That's very awesome to hear. Nytia, same question for you.
Well, shoot, I grew up watching all different types of genres of TV, from One Life to Live to The Brady Bunch to Good Times. I mean, all the classic shows that we grew up on, Different Strokes, all that. I can't say there was one particular character that spoke to me that made me want to become an actor. I've just had a love of live performing arts and film and television. So I think I just always loved the craft and just loved to be drawn into the story and, analyze everything about what I was watching. And so that just made me love thespianism.
Thespianism. I like that. Yeah, thespian works. I'm just saying.
Yes.
But yeah, Eduardo, I've seen since we've been talking that you've been sipping on some wine, my friend. I would assume.
It's been a long day, brother. It's been a long day.
I'm not hating at all. So, is it safe to say that you're a red wine kind of guy?
I prefer white, actually. I just happen to have this bottle of red open, but I'd like to pair it with whatever I'm eating at the time, and usually white goes really nice with chicken. So, that's but
White
yeah, I'm down for whatever, man. I'm down for whatever.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, Eduardo, as far as working with Bobby and Renee, what's been the most fun aspect of working with them since you've gotten to know them?
They give you the freedom to bring a character to life. A lot of scripts are really rigid and they don't want you to stray. And Bobby and Renee, they really give you the freedom to delve into all the aspects of the character. And like this, for instance, this character Ray Ray, they allowed me to use this Southern dialect that I haven't had a chance to do. And the previous film that I did a short with them called Unchosen, I was able to speak in a West Indian patois dialect. So they give me the flexibility in the room to really explore characters, and I appreciate them for that.
Awesome. Very awesome. Now, Nytia, going back to us working together, we worked and I played your husband, Trevor, in Fixation 2. And
Right.
Trevor was spineless. Yeah, I think that's a nice way to put it. Trevor was rather spineless. But here's the crazy thing about Trevor. Trevor was previously married to a very beautiful woman played by Angelica Pugh. Angelica Pugh. And for whatever reason, that marriage was dissolved and he married another beautiful woman, who is played by Nytia. Now, here's the crazy thing. I've been watching a few of the stills from this movie, and I got to see you in your black lingerie. And I just want to ask everybody out there right now, y'all still laughing at Trevor? Trevor was a lucky man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all didn't get to see that. Like now you know why Trevor acted like Trevor acted.
Y'all see, now they get to see what was going on behind closed doors and what had Trevor whipped, shall we say.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, yeah. Like Trevor's been doing a victory lap in my mind ever since those pictures came out. Like for real, serious business. But getting back to the movie, you are actually having your very first lead role after having a number of roles, and I've seen you steal movies.
Right.
And your acting is phenomenal. So
Thank
with the
you.
um
I
that
should
you
say lead role in a feature film.
lead role in a feature film. That's
Hmm.
correct. So with you having a lead role in this feature film, um tell us about the pressures, I guess you would say, about the lead role.
Well, I mean, there's definitely a lot of dialogue to learn, especially for those scenes where you have many monologues that need to be spoken, and several scenes that contain my character. So, after a full day of shooting, having to come back home, eat, kind of unwind just a bit, and then jump back into the script to make sure that I'm prepared for my scenes for the next day. I mean, it's a lot of work, but I love it. It's my passion. So passion equals work in this sense. And it's been very enriching and enlightening. And I've just enjoyed the whole process. It's been fun, especially working with Bobby and Renee and all these talented actors like Eduardo, and just being able to be behind the scenes and watching talented actors like this when I'm not filming. It's inspiring. It really is.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's definitely a wonderful thing. Now, Eduardo, outside of acting, do you have any, I guess, creative pursuits as far as maybe writing or things that may happen beyond behind the camera?
I'm actually producing a film now called Forever that I'm the lead in, and it's just a short film. But um, I'm always looking to expand my understanding of the process behind the camera. Like I really do enjoy acting, but there's so many different facets that go into creating a film, and I would like to master them all, but it seems as if I have a lot of assets at my disposal. So producing has kind of fallen into my lap, and I've embraced that role really.
Pretty
Awesome.
cool. Pretty cool. And this pandemic is definitely to me is as bad as the pandemic is from an artistic aspect. It's actually pretty good because it kind of helps people like dig a little deeper into the creative
Right.
aspects of who they are. So,
Right.
I know that you as a creative are probably taking full advantage of that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, because the opportunities are there, you have to be able to adapt with the change that's occurred in this new environment. And luckily, I have the resources around me to afford me the opportunity to do that, and I've taken full advantage, definitely.
Awesome, awesome. Now, Natia, your mastery of roles is very well known, and we
Mhm.
as actors all have certain methods that we use in order to not just learn a script, but to imbue that character with a little bit of ourselves. At what point, while or after learning your lines, do you feel that it's safe to like really put a little bit or as much of Natia into this character that is needed in order to really bring it to life?
Once I fully have gotten the background on the character and know who she is, then I feel like I can be a little bit more free in, because we never want to judge our character or any of that. You're not acting, you're becoming that character. So I put on that character, so to speak, and then obviously the way Natia would say it and do it is what's going to come across on the screen because I become Rebecca Ward in a sense, and I have her experiences and whatnot in the back of my mind. So then Natia becomes Rebecca Ward in this instance. That's my character. I know that she was born and raised in Compton until her mom was able to use her as a child actress to get up out of the hood and better
Yeah,
their lives. So she doesn't really know the hood as much as just a place that where she began. But from there, she's been in this Hollywood lifestyle and dealt with all the pressures of it and substance abuse and alcoholism. And you see kind of how she spiraled out of grace, but she's trying to climb her way back into the forefront again and into the industry. So, but yeah, I feel once I have my lines down, I get to really know who my character is, and then I can sprinkle a little, pieces of Nytia along there.
Okay, and piggybacking off of that, with the roles that you have played, what role do you think that you've played that you have instantly been able to instantly been able to like put yourself into? Like, what is the role that you have been able to relate to just like that?
Hmm. I would say, um, I could really relate to Rebecca Ward and put myself right in there with her because she's a she's a woman who likes a cocktail, a beverage, I am a wine lover, as you know. I'm always posting about my wine. I'm a wine connoisseur. Kind of laughed when you talked to Eduardo about white wine, because if you were to ask me that question, I would
I
say
know you would have said red. That I know.
I love all wine. Really, there's no bad wine, honestly.
Right.
But that and the fact that she was an actress. She started off young. I started off younger in my acting career. Life took me in another direction, and then I came back to acting, to my first love. And so we're both trying to resurface in this industry. We're both working hard, and then my castmates have called me a diva. So I guess I'm kind of diva-ish as she is, and maybe have a little bit of bouginess in there, but still hood. So she's kind of, little bougetto, whatever. Maybe.
I got you. I got you. Now, Eduardo, acting is a passion of yours, and besides your regular day to day job, when all that is put to the side, what do you like to do for fun?
So, hanging out with my grandson is really a joy for me, and it's funny because he help me reconnect to being fun and just being youthful. So if I'm not working on set or analyzing some document for the FAA, that's what I'm doing, is hanging out with my daughters or my grandson. It's about family for me.
That's cool. That's cool. And I worked in aerospace for years, so trust me, I know exactly how that can be. I was, dude, I was a production scheduler
Okay.
for, yeah, I was a production scheduler for Boeing and Gulfstream planes like the G450 and the G650 and all that. So I know about deadlines and all that kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
So trust me.
it's not very exciting, but you got to pay
No,
rent.
yeah, that's very true. Very,
Yeah.
very true. Now, Natia,
Um,
Microsoft.
yeah, that's not the fun part for me though. I've been in the I've been in the IT industry for so long, and it's just because it's just something that I do well. It comes to me like second nature. But I enjoy spending time with my daughter, who's 9 years old. We just got a new puppy. She got a new puppy for
I saw
Christmas.
that.
Yeah, so I'm a grandmom. I'm a puppy grandmom,
Mhm.
and just really enjoying that. I love to watch movies, just to analyze, the acting. I watch it from another lens now, with another lens, and just watching and picking up on how the actors are sticking to their scene objective, and what they want out of their scene partner or what have you. Looking at the production value, the things they might have missed. I'm huge on continuity, so I'm like, hmm, her arm was over there. That
Mhm.
time, and then in this shot, her arm was over here. So I love watching movies, and just analyzing them and seeing how I could improve on my craft, you know.
Awesome, awesome. Definitely awesome to hear you guys talk about your kids and your grandkids and your grandpup. That's I
She's
mean
really cute.
that's pretty cool, man. Because I mean that's pretty much me. When I'm resting and relaxing, that's I like spending time or talking with my kids. Matter of fact, my daughter's sitting right in front of me right now eating.
Nice,
So
nice.
yeah, she's on the other side waving like we can see her. So
Hey,
yeah.
daughter.
Natia says, "Hey, Crystal."
Hi.
She said, "Hey." Yeah. Now, as far as immediate and long term goals for you, Eduardo, in this industry, what do you have, sir?
My immediate goal is to become SAG eligible. Um, I was able to secure an agent and a manager, and those were goals that I established for myself to start this year. So, having achieved them, it's now time to become SAG and reach towards some of my long-term goals, which is a lead role in a feature established company. Hopefully, it'll be with my team, the people. But I'm ready to work wherever the opportunities come. I'm ready to take advantage.
Absolutely. And Natia?
My immediate goal would probably be to book a nationally syndicated commercial. I've been auditioning a lot for commercials, um, and a television show on a major network. SAG eligibility would be great as well. So, in a nutshell, I think those are them. Mhm.
Okay. Natia, if you could work opposite any actor or actress, who would you pick?
Kerry Washington or Viola Davis or Miss Angela Bassett. Mhm.
Nice. Eduardo, same question for you.
Viola Davis. I mean, she's classic. I would love the opportunity to be aside from her, across from her. And then my man Don Cheadle. I have such an affinity for his acting. There's a show on Showtime. It's called where he's playing the Wall Street character.
Mhm.
Uh, I forget the name of the show, but I just really, I'm just really inspired by dude, man. Don Cheadle, my man.
Gotcha. So, I'm sure that the both of you have worked in several entertainment and acting genres. Is there any genre in particular that you have not scratched the surface on or haven't even worked in that you would like to work in? Either one of you can answer first.
Ladies first.
Well, I've done horror now. I've done drama. I guess this would be considered a drama. And by the way, this is going to be a very racy film. So I've had my first sex scene in this film as well. So bucket list, that's checked off. What, until recently it was horror. So I really can't say at this moment. I think right now I'm on a pretty good roll. I've done sci-fi as well. So
Mhm.
Nothing wrong with that. I think a sex scene is on everybody's bucket list.
okay.
I've yet to have one. So, Eduardo, um,
You know,
enlighten us.
mine is going to be horror. I've never been in a horror film before, and I know they usually kill the black guy off first, but I'm hoping I can get, involved in a project where I'm a lead or something that's really of substance value that I can really build off of. But yeah, horror is cool.
Yeah, that's true. And you never know, Eduardo. That may not always happen because I happened to star in this short horror film where I was the black guy that did the killing. So, I mean,
And I was his therapist. Yeah.
Ah,
yes,
were you the
he
killer?
was. Yeah, I was the killer, and I had some really
Okay,
weird things going on upstairs. It was
okay,
it was something.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, um, Natia, please enlighten our audience on where they can find you on social media.
Well, first, can I ask everyone, because I also did write and direct and produce a short film myself, and I starred in it. Whenever people watch it, they ask, when am I making a part two, or whether or not
Yeah,
I should make it into a web series. So I want people to go and watch it and tell me whether there should be a part two or if it should be a web series. It's called Friends Forever, and I'll make it publicly available on YouTube so they can look for it. But Friends Forever. Um, they can reach out to me on social media. On IG, I'm Nytia Knows Realty. On Facebook, Nytia Nikole, Nytia Nikole. And on Twitter, I'm at Nytia Tweets. And Snapchat, Top Mod MILF.
gotcha. And I've seen Friends Forever several times, and my vote says web series.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's
Yeah,
a lot of work, but
yeah.
yeah.
It was the film itself. It laid a very nice foundation for a continuing story. To
Thank
me,
you.
that could be chopped up and not too long, but kind of short increments to make people anticipate what's going to happen next. I definitely can see that happening.
Okay, thank you for that.
Absolutely. Hey, my pleasure. Eduardo, how can the fans reach you on social media?
So my name, Eduardo Robinson. Make sure to use a U, not a W. EDUARDO. On Facebook, on IG, it's Eduardo Robinson Official. My website is eduardorobinson.com. So I try and keep it simple.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, to the two of you, it has been a pleasure speaking to both of you. Um, Good luck as far as filming goes. Continue to enjoy the experience. Continue to enjoy the TPN experience because trust me, as far as acting goes, it's an experience unlike any other. Believe me,
Absolutely.
and I speak from experience. So,
Absolutely.
absolutely. I would like to thank my guests tonight, Nytia Nikole and Eduardo Robinson, stars of Taboo 3, coming soon from the People's Network. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Thespian Works with Anthony Velvet Hall. Thank you all for joining me, and please continue to remember the three things I always tell you. Life is short, death is certain, and be sure to love on the people God gives you because one day He's going to want them back. All right?
Amen.
Thank you
Peace.
for having us. Amen.
Hey, thank y'all for being on here. Y'all take care.
Blessings to you. Blessings to you, brother.
Absolutely.